Hi guys, welcome to Spartan Station. Today is Tuesday and I am excited to talk to you about this new art we're doing today. Yesterday we did Monet and we did the bridge. Do you remember how we put that tape on and we folded it off? It was super awesome. And remember I did the dotting to go ahead and make the flowers, and then we also made the dotting printing or pointillism. All right, today we're going to be talking about this one. And this picture is by a man named Van Gogh. Now, Van Gogh was a very good artist. He also liked to do sculpting, but guess what? Van Gogh, a little bit crazy. Do you know what he did? He cut off his own hair. But he made beautiful art. So let's take a look at it and let's see what type of art Van Gogh did. Now, guys, I want you to look at this. And Van Gogh, some people back when he was alive liked to paint things the way people look. They wanted to make it look like a picture you take with a camera. So they'd make sure that everything was the right size and everything was the right color because they wanted it to look the exact same. And they thought the very best artists made it if it looked the same. If it looked the same as what they drew, then they were the best. But Van Gogh came and said, I don't want to draw how it looks. I don't want to paint how it looks. I want to paint how it makes me feel. I want to paint how I see it in my mind. And that might not be the same, and that's okay. So Van Gogh was looking out his window one day and saw this starry night. And guess what? When he painted it, he didn't just see a sky with little dots of stars over it. This is how he saw it. This is how it looked in his mind, and this is how it made him feel. So if you look, he did swirls. So look, he did swirls here, and then he did a swirl here. And look, when he did the brighter lights with stars, he did it like there was light coming out from them by doing it lighter, but he did it in circles. You see how the moon's here and it's yellow? He did the moon, but then he had the light coming out in circle, 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 and then he added white to the circle, not just yellow, and then some blue, and then some darker blue, and then it ran into stars and it ran into clouds. Do you see the clouds moving down here? So he painted lots of different things, but when people looked at that, some people were like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like the night sky. You're not very good. But other people went, wow, that doesn't look like the night sky, but that's how that makes me feel. That's awesome. That's amazing. You're thinking of new ways and new ideas, and I like it. So today we're going to paint. Now I'm going to try and paint like Van Gogh, but guess what? Miss Sarah is so good at lots of things. I am really awesome, but I am not great at art. It's just not my thing. What's Mr. Matt amazing at? Art, soccer, lots of different things, but everyone's good at different things, and it's okay that I'm not good at art. So maybe when we're doing art this week, you'll be like, wow, Miss Sarah, mine looks better than yours. And it probably does, because you're an amazing artist. So all we have to do is try our best. If you try and make it and it doesn't work, should you be frustrated? No, you should be like, I want to keep doing this. I like art. It is fun for me, and I want to practice so I can be really good. Art's not fun for Miss Sarah. She doesn't like it. So she never practiced at it, and she's not very good at it, and that's okay. But I will do it this week for you because I love you that much. But anyways, you just do your very best, and you can do art any way you want. Remember, some people looked at Van Gogh's and said, that doesn't look like a starry night. But other people were like, that's amazing. And he is known all over the world for his wonderful art. And guess what? You might draw a picture of a horse, and some people might say, that doesn't look like a horse. And guess what? You can say, this is the way I see a horse, and this is my art, and it is amazing. All right, so we're going to put this up over here, and Miss Sarah is going to attempt some Van Gogh art. All right, we're going to stick it right here. The good news is, guys, is that Miss Sarah's camera hasn't been working for making these videos, so I've already tried making this 3 times. So I actually think I'm going to get better. So here was my last one I did. This was my moon, and this was my black right there that he has that maybe is a building or a tree, and those were my swirls. I think maybe this time I can make it even better. All right, so this time, number 3, I'm going to take my piece of paper, and I'm going to take my brush, and I'm going to start with the landscape back here that I didn't do last time. You see those lines going there? So I'm going to get some black and a little bit of blue, and I'm going to make my landscape, which is the lines that's going across. All right, see? So this is going to be my land down here. This is going to be my sky up here. All right, and I'm going to get all the black off of my brush so that I don't mix my other colors in. I'm going to add a little green down here. I'm going to add a little purple. Get it all blended. All right, next I would like to do my, let's see if I can, my moon. So So I'm going to put my moon up in the corner, and I know I can make, it's a little bit of black, but that's okay. I can make an okay moon. All right, do you see my moon up there in the corner? I know. I actually, maybe I'll use a little bit of my bright yellow that I have for my other paints to help a little bit. All right, so now I want to go ahead and maybe do some more of my ground. Notice it's a lot of black. Do you notice that? It's really dark. So I'm going to go ahead and do some swirls. Get it all over there. All right, now I'm going to try and do my swirls in the sky. I'm going to use purple and blue, and I'm going to make a swirl. I'm going to do some more purple and blue, and I'm going to do another swirl that's coming around. I want this swirl to go like this. What do you think of my swirls? I'm going to have to keep going to fill it all in. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more blue. I'm going to do swirls. Now, I noticed that he sometimes did circles coming out from things. Let's see. So I'm going to use a little of the white and go around it for a lighter blue. All right, guys. And I'm going to blend it all together. All right, guys, this might not be perfect, but it is better than my last one was. This is my Van Gogh. Oh, I forgot one last thing. That big black, what do you think it is? Is it a tree? Is it a building? I don't know what it is, but I'll make it on there. There you go. That's my Van Gogh. Did yours look like mine? Did yours look different? You can look any way you want. Also, if you want to mix your colors a little bit better, what you can do is add a little water. Now, something else you can also do is maybe if you're using markers, or if you're not using markers, you can use markers now to highlight different things. So I just used my blue. I'm going to use my green down here. And you can go ahead and use it to highlight it because it's a little bit of a different thing, to go ahead and make the lines to call attention to things you did that you like. All right, guys, so that is Van Gogh. My third picture. I hope that you like it. All right, the next thing we're going to do, and I'm sorry, it's already a little filled out because I already did it, but my video canceled. We're going to talk about greater than, less than, and equal. Now, when Mr. Matt does this with you, the circle time rug, what does he pull out every time? Our alligator, that's right, because he wants to eat the greater than. He wants to eat the bigger number because he is hungry. And you know what, truthfully? If someone said, Miss Sarah, do you want 1 Skittle or do you want 5 Skittles? I'm not an alligator, but my mouth would go, and I'd eat the 5 Skittles because I like that number better. All right, so we're going to look at this one and we're going to talk about greater than and less than. All right, so the first one we did was 2 and 1. Which one's greater? The 2, so my mouth is going, Now, when you're doing greater than and less than, you want to know how the first number is different than the second number. Is the first number bigger or greater than? Is it less than because it's smaller, or is it equal because it's the same? All right, so I already did the top one, so we're going to jump down to the other ones and do those. So let's jump to this one. 8 is what to 2? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 markers. And 2 markers. What is 8? Is it bigger or greater than 2? Or is it less than or smaller than 2? There's way more over here. It is greater than. 8 is greater than 2. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to make that alligator mouth, and it's going to eat that 8 because I like 8 Skittles. Or maybe Miss Sarah mouth. 8. Okay? Because 8 is greater than 2. It is a bigger number. Now I want you to stop and look at this one. 9 and 9. Is 9 greater than 9? Is it less than 9? Or is it equal because it's the same? When you see those same numbers, it's equal. You say, well, here's 9 Skittles, here's 9 Skittles. Which one do you want? Doesn't matter. They're equal. They're the same. So that's when you go ahead and draw your 2 lines. Okay? So this is equal. You see those lines? 1, 2. That means it's equal. All right, now we have 1 is what to 3? Is 1 greater than 3? Is it bigger than 3? Or is 1 less than 3? Is 1 smaller than 3? It's smaller. It's less than. So which way is the alligator mouth going to go? To the 3. Because we want 3 Skittles, right? So let's put it on. 1 is less than 3. Remember, we always want to say about the first number in comparison to the second number. All right, let's look at this next one. 2 is what to 1? Is it equal? Is it the same? 2 is not the same as 1. What is 2? Is 2 bigger or greater than 1? Or is it less than or smaller? 2 is bigger, so it is greater than 1. So we'll go ahead and get our mouth and go towards the 2. Alligator mouth. All right, we're going to do one more, and then I want you to do the rest at home. All right, 8. Is 8 greater than 4? Or is 8 less than 4? Or is 8 equal to 4? Which number's bigger? Is 8 bigger than 4? Or is 8 less than or smaller than 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a bigger number. It is greater than. So I'm going to go ahead and get my marker, and I'm going to do my alligator mouth, and it is going to be greater than 4. 8 is greater than 4. All right, look, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left that you can do, and you can also do the ones at the beginning that Miss Sarah did on the other 2 videos she made. All right, guys, greater than and less than. Good work. All right, so our next activity today is Mr. Matt's activity, and it is letter sounds. Now, we did this before when we did our farm animals, and Mr. Matt did them with our letters of the week. Our letters of the week are M, A, Y, and P. So he wants you to go and say, it's an astronaut. What sound does astronaut sound like? What's the beginning sound? Astronaut. Ah, ah. Which one of these letters goes ah, ah, and circle it? He'll explain it to you, but this is your next activity. All right, guys. The other experiment, or the other activity you're doing today with Mr. Matt is science. And he has something that's called Walking Rainbow Experiment. I don't even know what that is, but I'm excited to watch his video and see. So I want to make sure that you go and you can do your Walking Rainbow Experiment today. All right, guys, your outside activity for today is painting rocks. Now, some of you might have little rocks by your house. Some of you might have big rocks by your house, but any way you want to, you can paint rocks. Now, I think it's fun to get my googly eyes out and have mommy and daddy help you and get hot glue and hot glue eyes on. And I like to make them and pretend like they're little my pet rock animals. You can paint them any color that you want, and you can stick those on. Maybe you don't want to, your mom says, we're not going to pull out paint today. Maybe you have chalk and you can put chalk on and then rub it off or wash it off and do it again. Or maybe you have markers that you could go ahead and color on, and you guys can paint and color rocks. And if mom says, hey guys, we're not doing paint today, should you whine and cry? No, that's okay. Maybe you could say, pardon me, Mom, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, do you think we could do paint tomorrow? And your mom will think, wow, my child is so polite. Of course we can do it tomorrow. All right, and if you can't, maybe today you just go outside and you gather all your rocks until there's another day where you can paint them. All right, our last thing today is mixing colors. Now, I have a sheet for you right here that's mixing colors. Now, you don't have to use the sheet. Maybe you want to mix colors with Play-Doh. Maybe you're going to mix colors with paint. Maybe you're going to do the water mixing colors like I did the one time with water and food coloring. But if you want to do this, then you can go ahead and mix the colors. But to mix the colors, you have to remember something. What is it? What are the primary colors? The primary colors are 1, 2, 3, red, yellow, and blue. That's right, we use those 3 colors, red, yellow, and blue. And when we mix them together, 2 of them at a time, they make different colors. So red and yellow mixed together make orange. Blue and yellow, when you mix them together, they make green. Blue and red, when you mix them together, they make purple. And yellow and red, when you mix them together, they make orange. Guys, if you have red, yellow, and blue, you can make all the different colors. So whichever way your mom and dad want you to, whether it's using that piece of paper, or maybe it's doing some water and pouring, or doing paint, any way they want you to, I want you to mix colors. Because guess what? When these artists made these different things, they thought, oh, I need that blue to be a little bit lighter. If you wanted a lighter color, what would you add? Maybe some white? And they're like, oh yes, that's perfect. I want it close to that color, but a little bit different. And it's good for you to learn how to mix colors, because when you're being an artist and maybe you're painting and mixing colors, you might say, ooh, I want that to be a little bit lighter. Ooh, I want to make a little bit of a darker orange. I'm going to add some more red or some more blue and see what different colors you can make. I bet it will be awesome. All right, guys, that is all of our activities today. Don't forget to go watch our outside time video because Miss Addie and Miss Benny will be doing all of them on that video if you want to see them do it. And we will see you tomorrow for Wednesday, and we're going to learn about drawing. We've done a lot of painting today, but tomorrow's all about drawing. And guess what? Miss Sarah is terrible at drawing. But do you think I'm going to try my very best just for you? You bet I am. So get ready and maybe get your pencils or pens out and ready to go because tomorrow we're going to learn how to draw. Bye, guys.